Today's Toy Spot, we're going to be having a look at another prototype that Spot received from Oscar Torres. This particular one is entitled Vulcan. Again, a huge thank you to Oscar Torres, who took the time and sent these over to Spot's attention. These are a new line of pieces that he's working on, and I was very, very happy, very honored actually, that he sent me the early prototypes to these pieces. Now, with the pieces that you've already seen with tailpipe and wingspan, again, they are prototypes, so you know, what you're seeing is, you know, the early stages to these pieces. And Vulcan is probably a little more realized than the other two because he's got a little more paint and stuff on him. But he's really a nice piece. He's really is a nice piece. Kind of is a throwback for me to like the old Macross and stuff like that. Now, bringing his cardigan. And there's Oscar Torres. I'm going to provide all the links down below to his YouTube channel. He's got Instagram and emails if you want to reach out and contact him. But he's doing a whole slew of new 3D designed pieces. Now, the other two that we looked at, both tailpipe and wingspan, can transform. But he did request that this one, preferably if I did not transform him, I guess just because he's just a little more intricate than the other pieces. But I'm assuming, I guess, the Vulcan, when fully finished, will be a transformable piece. Having a look, though, at his face, again, kind of really has that kind of Macross design to it. I guess to some extent also kind of reminds me of like a Jetfire, too. And again, it's a prototype piece, so the colors possibly are just not finalized, and this is just like an idea, I guess, to some extent as to what the coloring is going to look on these pieces. But you can see, though, it looks like you can kind of gauge how he would transform, even though I'm not going to actually take the time to do it because I don't want anything happening to his piece. But you can kind of see how things would fold in and whatnot. Kind of really digging that cockpit and nose cone that he's got to the ship here. I'll just kind of keep that folded down, though. I can't show you, though, his articulation, and definitely this is where, of all the three pieces that Spot had a chance to pick up and review for you guys, Vulcan here is definitely the most articulated. He does have a ball joint in the head, ball jointed shoulders. He has a hinged elbow. I'm guessing probably the finished pieces, these little cannons on the sides will be able to be removed, and you know, you could probably change them out with areas on the ship. The back section is hinged, two hinges actually, 2 hinge points, and then the individual wings are adjustable as well. He has no swivel or anything like that in the waist, but the legs are also on there's a pin hinge there as well that rotates the legs out forward and back, but again, I'll just be really careful. Knee articulation, and finally he's got foot articulation as well. I probably could get him to stand. He's a little looser, again, just because he is a prototype piece. But he's really neat. He is really neat. Just actually, you know, for comparison, I'll just put Vulcan to the side here. Just want to show you guys, bring in the other prototypes that he sent me. There's wingspan, and then there's tailpipe. And you can see like the range in designs. You've got the blockiness of tailpipe, you've got more the sleekness of Vulcan, and then you've got the more intricate transformation of wingspan. It's really fun pieces. Again, my favorite I'm still thinking tailpipe is probably my favorite of the three. But these, again, are prototypes, and Spot's really thankful that I was able to receive these. And after of course, I finished reviewing them, Spot's going to pack them up very gingerly, very carefully, and send them back to Oscar. I'm excited to see where he's going to go with this line. I'm excited to see what he's going to do with this line. I mean, based on what I'm seeing so far with strictly the prototypes, has me excited for what he's going to be doing with the line when they are, you know, when he eventually gets them mass produced. If you are interested in checking out and following what Oscar is doing, again, Spot's going to provide all those links down below, his website, you know, his YouTube channel and whatnot. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at a prototype, one of the 3 prototypes that Spot was lucky enough to get. Today we were having a look at Vulcan. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.